Hello everyone and welcome back to the 5th Carat Clash. It's been 5 of these and this time I'm here with a fully featured analyst desk, 3 experts of Umamusume, definitely knowing more about the game than me, and we're here to watch a pretty interesting match, right? Oh, damn, I didn't hand it off to anyone. So actually, Luceless, you were talking about this Fukukitaru coming out from Swiftsea. What were your thoughts on it?
So yeah, you actually don't see that many Fukukitaru players because Fukukitaru plainly is not good. Because mainly her potentials aren't super useful. Her skills are very hard to proc, especially her unique. Her unique requires her to be blocked, and generally you don't want your Umas to be blocked, which makes it like even harder to get. And since it's running late, it's also very susceptible to like a lot of debuffs as well, coming out from like anything like Nice Natures, Pace Chasers with debuffs that target the back, and then End Closer and then any debuffer is running as End Closer as well, because those get direct line of sight to you.
Yeah. Ring. Now renamed to Ring, not your full Discord government username. Any big thoughts on this one?
Hey everyone, Ring here. Now, I think the funniest thing about this Machikana Fukitaru is that she has Super Lucky 7, which means if you get the 1 in 9 chance where she lands on the 7th slot, she could get a pretty big buff here that would push her forward quite a bit in terms of stats. Because it gives her 60 speed, stamina, and power, which may make a small bit of difference in the later part of the race.
Yeah.
All right, Monochrome. Any last thoughts before we head into the race?
What are the team for this Monticon?
So I'm gonna try to pull that up really quick because there we go. This is round 2 of winners.
Okay.
Top 130. That's fake. There aren't 135 people, but technically, but yeah, this is how it's looking like.
Okay, no Super Lucky 7 this time, but an air group.
Yeah, but the sheer amount of frontrunners in this lobby as well. CM2 is not known as a very front-heavy in terms of meta because of how little speed frontrunners have in the later part of the spurt. Which is why we're seeing a lot of gold chips and Taishings running around, but here we have a very interesting lobby.
Yeah, I have heard in VF lobbies there's substantially more fronts. It is hard to build, but if you are dedicated enough to get the required stat line, enough recoveries to make it, could hit swing for potentials with fronts.
Right. At the beginning of the game, we want to look out on all the front runners and see if they proc their acceleration skill Groundwork. Groundwork is a wisdom check at the end of the day, which means if you get unlucky, you just don't have the acceleration out of the gate, even though you have all the green skills.
And looking at Tsukida's Umas from his team sheet submissions, none of them have groundwork, unfortunately, even though some of them do fill like the 3 green conditions. However, on the most important one, which does have groundwork, there's a front runner savvy, which is a green. However, Lone Wolf is guaranteed to not proc since there's other Umas with Lone Wolf in the lobby.
Can we pull up the 2 air grooves real quick? I think both of them might be front debuffer air grooves, not meant to win.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
On Yunaka and Swiftsea's team.
Yeah, they are debuffed. Although
It is interesting.
It does.
But they're definitely debuffers. It's interesting that they're both. You mentioned the large amount of front runners, right? And no gold chips. That is not what normally happens in this CM.
No, not at all. It's fucking end lates all day, mostly ends.
And what's surprising is that Sukida's Umas in particular, if you're looking at the positionings of his Umas, you are seeing that all three of his are in front at the moment, with the exception of the Rice Shower from Yunaka being in close fourth. This does make it so that everything is always constantly in what we call overtake mode. And since overtake mode is a very sequence-specific mechanic, like you're seeing like exactly at the top how everything is all spread out. This makes it, in theory, harder for Nicholas to catch up, and then you can probably see it in a few seconds once we hit the final leg, and then we see Taishin try to activate Encroaching Shadow, and then we'll see her potentially fail to catch up.
Oh,
And
that's pretty big, right? That's going to be a huge lead for Saiyan Sky in this one.
yep,
that is a huge lead for Saiyan Sky. 0.4 acceleration.
Yep, angling, and then you see everything just go through.
Yeah, so some might say Saiyan has the rod right now, so far ahead, but right behind is Special Week trying to close the gap. It's such a large distance, so even on a long course like this, you have to think it seems impossible, but the gap is closing. There's Taishin as well. They're both getting pretty close to the Saiyan Sky as we approach the final bit. Taishin so close, so quick. Just so much more speed here than the Saiyan Sky, looking to try and take it all in the final moments, and will do so. And even with the unique, it wasn't enough.
God damn.
And that was with no Encroaching Shadow proc as well from the Narita Taishin, which is completely absurd, and it shows the power of bin closers on long maps in particular.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the Narita Taishin as well, but the Oshi player had a backup plan and it worked out, huh?
Yep, and then if you look at him, his Fukukitaru also came in third place as well.
Yeah. The back struts are very privileged in this CM.
Definitely. I do think that if the person doing the triple front strut actually had triple groundwork, then he could have potentially pulled it off, since groundwork is essential for pulling these kinds of strategies off.
Yeah, there was only really one front runner leading the pack at a time when you really need all three of your Umas to be clustered up to actually push that gap. It just was not happening this race.
Yeah, with only half a length in the losing here, I think groundwork would have made up that difference easily.
Mm-hmm. Even just one or two extra, besides the raw distances, one or two extra overtake mode triggers would have done the work. Assuming they had stamina, of course. I think most people that far.
Very well played regardless by everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, we're gonna head to the next one. It's gonna be the Black Jet Flood by Boris and Unilord match. That's gonna be interesting. It's near the top of the bracket here, and these are Black Jet and Bowser. Those two are names that I've seen active in the later rounds of the tourney over and over and over. So that's gonna be interesting.
Okay.
I'm going to quickly get you something to talk about. There's our late surger, though. There is
Cool.
Grass Wonder.
Ooh. Okay, so late surgers are our gambling Umas because all of their acceleration skills activate randomly. And if you get lucky and you activate them randomly near the front of the spurt, then you have a large acceleration path here. But if you get unlucky, you could activate it after your Uma has already reached top speed, which nothing would happen.
On your left is such a massive gamble. If you put it in like any simulator and you have it put in the front, the maximum gain can easily go up to like 10 lengths or something crazy like that. But it can just as easily do nothing at all.
Remember
An
that.
additional benefit. Oh, sorry, Lucius, you go ahead.
Yeah, so another thing to keep note of is that each track also has like a different, I would say, probability of each gambling cell working properly. Like, I do know for that for Champions Vein 3, skills like On Your Left, Furious Feet, you're looking at really low chances. You're looking at about a 30-ish% chance to hit properly, which is a really big like gamble that you're taking. But then that's what you get for playing late surgers.
For that reason, lates tends to either pack more lates or something more reliable. This
3 and closer minor top guns. Did you expect that?
And Closer Mayano is strong.
And there's a front Haru as well. Are there any other fronts in this lobby?
exactly. Oh, it is.
There
Ooh,
are no
there's
other
not. Okay,
Ooh.
this is a very interesting lobby with many ends, a late surger Grass Wonder, as well as a front Haru Urara. So there's two things here. The first thing that I was about to mention was that I was a little bit concerned with Grass Wonder's stamina because of how low it is, even though as a late surger you get additional HP. However, because of Haru Urara front here, for the first about 40% of the track, everyone's going to be in pace down mode, which means you actually have a significantly less stamina drain, allowing this Grass Wonder to probably live through any debuffs if there are any.
Can we flip the map to the first lap real quick?
Oh, I have really bad news. I hard coded this. This is a PNG.
Oh, rip. Okay. I'll just flip the map.
Wait.
So-
If you can pull it up on the browser, I can hot swap it in on the screen share.
Right. I'll have it up on the browser.
So Unilord actually, despite the graphics saying that he has a Narita Kaishin in number 7, that's actually a pace Narita Brian.
Oh.
And that pace Narita Brian actually has minimal amounts of mid-race, which you do want which is pretty important in an Urara lobby, specifically for the reason of proccing.
Look at the gold ship! Look at the gold ship!
Yeah,
The gold ship is in second!
that's just what happens in Haru Urara lobbies, because
That is an end gold ship that just shot up from 8th to 2nd because of a mid-game velocity skill proccing. She's actually almost running first.
Okay, but it seems like there are people better equipped to take advantage.
Oh, and there we go. So currently at the moment, it's a fight between the gold ship and one of the Mayano top guns, and then Unilord's Mayano top gun actually pulls up front.
Yeah. And as I was saying earlier, position keep should be long over. If you look at the bottom graphic with the dark blue arrows, that's when position keep ends. So Aurora's influence ends at this point.
Yeah, and then can we bring up Unilord's not Unilord Haruurara, his Mayano Top Gun? You can actually see some very interesting, unique skill choices on his part. Specifically, since he is running a Haruurara, but then you see Bolsher's bullshit just like start spurting forward.
Did we see this gold ship rush?
Well, we'll see. We're heading into the final bit of the race here. And this gold chip is looking like a front runner, just so far ahead. The Mana Top Guns right behind in area Taishin as well. Gold chip maintaining a comfortable lead, but the Mana Top Guns, it feels like they're catching up a tiny bit, but the gap is still there, and the speed isn't. It's going to be a gold chip sweep, assisted by the Haruurara of Unilord, unfortunately, as Bosher takes it. That's a little awkward.
Wow, this is one of the most interesting CM2 lobbies I've seen.
Yep, and then if we actually look at the gold chip, you can actually see some pretty interesting skills that were chosen there. Very specifically, you have Ramp Up on the gold chip, which is one of the most useful mid-race skills you can get. Additionally, Anchors Away, her personal unique, is also an extremely strong mid-race skill as well, and that just lets you push forward to get in position for straightaway spurt.
Two things that happened very interestingly to that gold ship. The gold ship never procced Anchors Away because of how far forward she was during the mid part of the race, due to the Haruurara domain. But it seemed like it didn't even matter.
Yep, and because of that, she also had a dead skill in Behold Thine Emperor's Divine Might, because that actually depends on overtaking three Umas from the back in order to activate properly.
Yep. Well,
I was really hoping to see the grass accelerate there, because I noticed that Grass Wonder actually procced on your left at a really good moment. She procced it almost like 50 meters into the last spurt. But unfortunately, I think she was blocked and she couldn't catch up with the gold ship, who was just front running the whole match.
Yes, this map is very hostile because you have to spend so many points on recovery skills. And you can't really afford the luxury of using physics to get on that outside of a corner by just velocity upping with that timing. End closers could use curvature a lot of the time to do that in the first CM, or really just any point. End closer corners, distance corners, what have you. They get on the outside, they avoid the situation of getting blocked, and they can shoot forward in the end more consistently. But in here, you very much have to deal with not having it a lot of the time.
Yeah, and the ramp up proc there was extremely powerful for under Haruurara. You can see that gold ship literally shot up 8 places. Incredible play.
Next up, we're going to be taking a look at this match between where is it? Bristle, Terumi, and Fansax.
Okay. A familiar name.
A very familiar name.
Now, I've raced against Terumi quite a bit during our scrim sessions, and let's just say I don't have a very good win rate, so I'm looking forward to this match.
All right, and what should we looking out for when it comes to Terumi?
So for Terumi, I would say we want to definitely look at the Wedding Mayana Top Gun, as well as the King Halo. Terumi here is a crazy Oshi player.
Ooh.
Yeah, that Mayana Top Gun is extremely strong, very, very, very stemmed in terms of the amount of recovery skills that she has. And this basically means that she has a lot of speed with right-handed and long S, and she has a very, very little chance of not hitting full spurt on the final corner.
If you look
Also-
at that, and then if you look at that, she has right-handed double circle. That means her speed cap, actually for this race in particular, you are looking at 1383 because that's a double circle, long S, with cap speed. So we should be seeing her get a really nice spurt at the start of final leg.
King Halo is a little less stand, but man, look at those greens and the uniques. Woo!
But then
Ooh, interesting. Is this another Haru Urara lobby? Do we have another front?
this is another Haru Urara lobby, but then if you look at it, it's so much different than most other Haru Uraras that you've seen. Because this is somebody that tried to do a min stat, but then he also has the negative speed skills for right-handed and Winter Runner.
No
So
way.
this lobby can become super chaotic depending on how it goes, because the Pace Chaser will be first with the Mayano Top Gun, and that Mayano Top Gun also has decent mid-game skills from Playtime's Over and Tail Held High.
Wow, this is one of the best front blocker Haru Uraras I've ever seen.
That is crazy. I have never seen double deep left Oru.
Now we're gonna watch the Haru fall back here extremely fast. Oh, there she is. So pace down mode activates almost instantaneously, which means any velocity skills are gonna be boosted significantly here, and we should see some big position changes.
So something super interesting happened. So that is that was a Tokai Teo activating Technician. Technician in particular is a very early specific acceleration that usually doesn't have an easy time proccing because it is very specific towards moving lanes. And since she procced it so early on in the opening leg, that actually helps her out with getting into like a really good position. However, you can see that the Mayano Top Gun, because of Playtime's Over, just surged to the front. But then you see that the other pace chasers are actually not too far behind.
Yeah, in the early race, for the first corner you enter normal mode, so that will forcibly move every Uma towards the fence. So that's why she will usually trigger, because the corner is very close race. I believe position keep ended here, so the gold ship is going to get
away. But then there's actually one super important thing. You can see that Fansax's Narita Taishin is all the way up in front. And that's going to be really significant because she's actually in prime position for Encroaching Shadow.
Oh, wow, that's a really big gap for the Narita Taishin.
Exactly. Like, if she activates Encroaching Shadow right here, she cannot
did.
lose. And there it is.
That is
Yeah.
an extremely powerful proc.
Yeah, this is exactly as Insax drew it up, I'm assuming.
It is looking pretty much like a masterclass from Fansax. I'm getting flashbacks to that one lobby from Alice when like it was the first tournament where Harura Strat was played at all. And we were so hyped about it. And here, wait a second though, there's an evil intimidating gold chip hot on the heel. Okay, I'm not even gonna hype it up. It's over. You're right.
It's actually unwinnable at that position. You should see this being close to like 8 to 9 lengths or even distance.
I would not be shocked at this distance.
It's always wonderful to see a
else.
Harura strat hit
Yeah.
off. I think the
And then
long
if you look at
straightaways
that,
there just pushed her
And
forward.
if you look at it, both of them are his.
Oh,
You
it was
think he's beating
never a
himself.
contest in the first place.
Yep.
And I assume if we look at the gold chip there, we should see some pretty good mid-game velocity skills as well to take advantage of the Harurara pace down.
Yeah.
The gold chip actually only has corner adept, and that's it.
I guess the gold chip can be insurance for when there is a front, and the Narita Taishin takes every other lobby.
And Sleeping Lion has a similar logic where in pace down, it's not necessary. If you want to use Haru to grief Sleeping Lion specifically, you play Haru not front. Which I assume some people are doing.
All right, we have a big matchup next. It's Cat Bomb versus Bosher versus Leo 9.
Oh boy.
Ooh, this is an interesting lobby.
All right, and it looks like we're seeing another familiar strategy come up here, but we'll see what happens. Should be ready to go in just a second once they're ready. Got a question. How does the seating work? The seating doesn't work. Realistically, I am not going to go through and order everyone's power level. I just look at it and see which names I recognize and toss them in the top third, and that's it.
Now, we definitely want to take a look at Cat Bomb's Maya here, since Cat Bomb is also running the Haru Urara strategy.
Oh god, it's everywhere again.
Yes, but his Mayano Top Gun is very specifically an end closer with double long and end S. And if you take a look at his skills, you can see that he's in prime position to take advantage of it.
That is a lot of velocity skills.
That is a
Holy.
lot. Yeah, you can see what I mean. He actually has most of the mid race combo. He has long straights. He has everything needed. He also has a good amount of like final spurt and final leg skills in terms of tri-pulse and straightaway spurt. And just in case, he may get nimble navigator as well, and that's a huge difference in how.
Yeah. Overtake combo is insane when everyone's playing end too.
Now, if everything goes correctly here, what we should see is an early launch straightaways proc, and that should lead into a ramp up, and hopefully that will be followed by a playtime is over into tail held high, and then she'll be about 12 lengths ahead, and no one will be able to catch up to her.
Oh, but then the Urara strat is actually blocked because there's the same Sky in the lobby.
Oh.
And a Mejomer Queen as well from Leo 9.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay,
Time.
so Leo 9 is running a very interesting
Chariot.
stat here that we call Chariot, where two front runners will keep up a very, very fast pace during overtake mode. And that in turn
He
would drag
isn't.
forward their ace.
But then he's not running a pace chaser. He's running an end closer. The only pace chaser in the lobby is a Tokai Teo.
What do we call this then? Slingshot?
No, this in a good amount of cases, this would actually result in Bosher's Tokai Teo actually taking advantage of the chariot.
Wow, this
Because-
is so interesting. What is happening right now?
Because chariots can get stolen.
I
Yeah.
genuinely cannot tell who's gonna win here. This is such an interesting lobby.
So we've
Because
had
now we have a more conventional lobby as well.
normal fronts plus gold chip.
Now, I'm gonna make a prediction here since... Oh, let's watch for groundwork.
There is no groundwork.
No
Rip.
groundwork.
Did not hit. These front runners
So-
are pretty close though.
I'm looking at the Seiyun build here, and the Seiyun Sky is running a very, very standard frontrunner focused build. What she wants to do here is she wants to proc those mid-game velocity skills, take the pace from the McQueen, and proc Rod. One very interesting skill that's going to help her here is actually the Daiwa Scarlet inheritance, the Red Ace, where if she's in first during the latter half of the mid-game, she should be able to proc a little bit of acceleration and velocity here to keep her in the front.
But the main thing to keep in mind is that Red Ace is completely and horribly RNG. It can proc before final leg, and then you're only looking at 0.05 velocity. And it does not, and if it's in final leg, if it's before final leg, you do not get the 0.01 acceleration skill with it.
But that duty of dignity calls is pretty reliably going to trigger with Haru Rara in another dimension. Although
Oh,
it looks like
definitely.
Theo's bombing the chariot.
Seiyun Sky looks so far ahead right now. It's going to be so hard to catch up to her and take first. I think she will have the Rod here.
And we see the same Spy get double velocity skills at the moment. And then we enter the final leg. No acceleration skills from any. No notable acceleration skills. There we go. There's angling from the same sky.
There's the Rod.
Sand Sky has a bit of a lead, but it's not as big as would be safe, right? Major McQueen already catching up, and the front runner just not having as much speed. What? The gold chip all the way from the back in an instant. The gold chips are running all of the line, and they all want to win. They have the speed, and they're pushing forward. They're so coordinated, but there's the triumphant pulse. Is it going to be enough? It looks like it's not, as the front gold chip is just dominating in the latest part of the race.
And then we'll see which gold chip that is in just a short moment. Because our streamer has decided to put Haruura as...
Let's be clear. That's a
favorite.
lobby host. That's a lobby host. I can press skip whenever I want.
Okay.
There she is.
And there's the Harurara. Oh, look at her. She's so cute.
Precious.
So precious.
And that is Leo 9's gold chip. with Capcom actually coming in a close second and third.
An overall extremely, extremely close match. Wow.
And then if we take a look at this gold chip, it's max speed, long S, double right-handed. Also has curvature, straightaway spurt, pressure, actually, which is a very significant long velocity that I actually don't see a lot of people get, because pressure activates very specifically in final leg, and then you're actually looking at combining it with your accelerations.
All right, and if you take a look at the bracket, it looks like our winner side semifinals has been decided. There are 3 races there, and you might see a few familiar names, including one a very familiar name in that.
I wonder who this Forever and Apple person is in the top brackets.
Wait, I made it to winner semis? No way.
No way.
Wait, how did I win? Hey, this is crazy. I did not expect to win that. I was going up against Rappy, whom I lost 3-1 in scrims.
Oh, wait.
That's crazy.
Oh, that match started. Wait, Ring, can you can you swap
Can I stream
to that
it? Yeah,
race?
yeah.
Because I missed it.
Hold on. I'll stream it. Give me 1 sec. I have to launch Umamusume on my computer, so you can go ahead and watch someone else real quick.
Oh, okay. We could save that one then.
Yeah, we can save this one. I'll load it up in a sec.
Yeah, we can save it for last. Let's see. Udon, can I get the lobby?
Well, this is crazy. I'm gonna be commentating my own match. I'm definitely not gonna be biased, everyone.
It's okay, we're allowed to be biased, especially if it's our own races.
That's
No.
true.
Illegal.
I will be screaming for my Umas, by the way, just to let you guys know. Just as a warning.
I don't think we'll complain about it.
If anyone complains. Ooh. If Ring wins, people will call it rigged. I don't know about that. This game has a mind of its own sometimes.
Oh, sometimes it definitely does. Like, I'm excited for CM3 actually, because there's actually, in Victoria Frontier, there's actually 3 of us running a very specific ace. And when I say something very specific, I mean we are determined to take her to the podium at all costs. So there's like Oshi players, and then there's Oshi players. Because some of them will take extreme amounts of effort, extreme amounts of like luck to even hit in the first place. I'm pretty sure like other members of Victoria Frontier have probably seen the video where I have a Haru Urara that won a scrim lobby, her very first scrim lobby.
Alright, I have the room match pulled up.
Okay. See it?
Shall we watch the other ones first? Or we can watch...
The
this
other
one.
ones are not ready.
Okay, I'll stream.
Okay, well, we'll have to figure this out on the fly. I'll have to change the aspect ratio again. I'll make it wide. and I'll paste it over.
Now, I just want to let everyone in the audience know that I'm absolutely cooked here, by the way. These Umas I'm going up against are extremely strong, and I gave myself like a 15% chance to win, probably, if I get very lucky. Maybe less. While Saya gets the stream figured out, I'll start introducing some of the Umas here. So first, we have this extremely strong Seiyun Sky.
5-star Saiyan Sky, by the way.
This is nutty. What?
This is a 14,905 score Seiyun High, Way of the Kings, which means she was able to win the Triple Crown, all frontrunner, never lost. 16
And if
race
you look
wins.
at everything,
Oh
and then if
my
you-
god.
in particular, you see really nice strong skills, long S, swinging maestro, lone wolf, right-handed. Missing the groundwork, however, with a skill set this strong, potentially may not need it at all.
Yeah, and the go first forever here, just to close out the final stretch, in case she wasn't winning enough already.
And then if you look at his other horse as well, you see the Mihono Bourbon with also really strong mid-race as well, looking to proc overtake mode with the Saiyan Sky in mid-race, actually, which looks like it was specifically designed for.
Yeah, the overtake combo here between tail held high, playtime, and ramp up is going to be extremely, extremely strong, and I think Mihono Bourbon might even take first from Saiyan here. Not that it matters, because she also has Anglian scheming, which means she has the possibility of getting the rod as well.
And then if you look at this gold chip, also extremely strong, effectively cap speed, 1,000 stamina, 1,000 power. So we're looking at a really strong acceleration at when she activates straightaway spurt. Has good mid-race skills as well in order to get into a good position for anchors away and to get into good position for straightaway spurt to dodge any blocks.
Curvature is very good insurance against that. She'll be forced inside on the first corner and then get right out of it. Curvature.
And the additional straightaway adept here could help her in the mid game as well to get into a good position. Which actually, along with the playtime is over and swing, can combo into tail held high, giving her a very, very strong corner here.
And then,
next.
very unfortunate for Ayameru, they are running an Urara, which will not work. And will actually disable their own Taishins. This Taishin did not buy Sleeping Lion. Instead, it
This is
decided
an
to
Urara
go.
Taishin. No
This
way.
is an Urara Taishin. There is no
Incredible.
Sleeping Lion.
Now, one thing we do know is that this trainer definitely had high wit, even though the Uma herself does not have high wit. So we'll be careful on the recovery procs here, because one of them could miss.
And an interesting thing to note is the double circle long straightaways. I'm not sure if they didn't have enough skill points to get end closer straightaways on the Narita Taishin, because getting a second skill proc, because a single circle long straightaways and a single circle end closer straightaways in an Urara specific. If you're talking about Urara specific, then you are going to be looking at getting potentially around 19.2 seconds of removing pace down mode. However, that's not really applicable compared to a normal Urara lobby, since unfortunately there are fronts in this lobby.
Yeah, and don't forget the Turf S here and the Lawn S, which gives her additional speed and power both. This is going to be a very, very strong Taishin.
Oh, can we go into like the race menu? Like press race button and then look at the Umas there for a sec. I just need to set up the username stuff. Alright. Yeah, just the runners, and scroll to the top for a sec. Alright. Sorry, I'll have to stay on the screen to type it up a bunch of stuff, so if there's anything
No
more to
worries.
talk about.
Sure. I'll introduce my team real quick here. So, I'm running a very weird team comp with 1 front and 2 pacers. Normally, if you're wanting to run pacers as your ace, you want at least 2 front runners to keep a very, very fast pace. However, the thought here is that I was just basically hoping to match into another front runner so I can have 2 aces instead. So you could call this the lucky chariot, yeah.
I mean, it works. this
Can you
this
scroll to the
field
top real quick?
is, I don't know, fronts just seem very overrepresented in
Alright, good to go.
the fields.
Good to start the
So
race.
we'll finish looking at the Umas real quick here. We still have the Goat Chip, who is another Turf S, Lawn S, extremely strong, very fast speed. Stamina Eater is a great debuff here as well to keep her alive and to potentially kill other Umas. A bunch of actual velocity skills here that will take her out of pace down mode under Urara. And in case none of that works and Urara is disabled, these velocity skills should get her to a very, very good position to then straight away spurt as well. Alright, as for my team, here's the front Seiyun Sky. I basically built her with a bunch of mid-game skills and groundwork so that she can take the front and stay in front and proc angling. I did not do enough runs to get Turf S nor Lawn S for the tournament. So unfortunately, this is as good as she gets, but she's been doing well. The recovery that I have chosen here is Swinging Maestro, and I specifically picked extra tank here so that I can protect my spurt. Extra tank should only proc when I actually need it, otherwise I should have full spurt.
However, this sand is dumb as a rock.
Yeah. Unfortunately, during training, she skipped 1 too many classes to go fishing. So,
And with
231 wit.
Yeah, and with 231 wit, you're actually looking at only a 61% chance of actually activating skills.
Well,
is-
you know, the thought here is that if I'm counting on luck for my matchmaking anyways, I might as well count on luck on everything else, right?
I mean, you're coping some way, somehow, when you're playing CN2.
Be like Nakayama Festa. This is a gacha game. Go gambling.
Yeah, just roll more dice.
You heard that. Play late.
Here's the rice shower. She has more than enough stamina to survive most of the time. And just pretty basic rice shower build here. Long S, Kyoto, firm, long corners being her only other velocity skill outside of curve.
Good stats though.
And finally, here's the McQueen. The McQueen was originally built to be a lucky pacer. That's why she's pace, and I gave her groundwork. But I discovered that she actually performs better when there are fronts in a lobby. So it was eventually changed.
Yeah, I remember you testing that. You were so confused at how this was losing in your original plan.
Yeah. Very unfortunate, but improvise and adapt.
It's because the McQueen actually functioned as the chariot instead of being able to use the chariot.
Exactly. All right, here we go.
Oh wait, can you turn off commentary real quick?
Can you do that in race?
Yeah, you can do it in a race.
All right, and then as you can
and
see,
groundwork.
Both.
all of those skills, groundwork, everything.
And she's rushing for maximum 10 seconds. It's so over.
Yup.
Oh my god, I'm melting down.
And then you see Queen 6's Mihono Bourbon just being at a really nice close second to your Saiyan Sky and overtaking her, actually. Because of that mid-race combo, and your Saiyan Sky just falls behind, because it's quite unfortunate how everything turned out there.
Pace is extremely fast though. They're all pushing each other.
Yeah.
Yes, this is an extremely fast CM2 pace. You can see everything going down. The Haru Urara is just like all the way at the back. But then you can see that the Gold Ship and the Narita Titan in particular aren't really like having that many issues as well.
Alright.
Ooh, and Saiyan's so far ahead here. I think she'll probably have the rod.
Saiyan Sky
Unless
is
this corner is
most
the overtake.
likely. Saiyan Sky is most likely going to win this entire lobby just by herself, from the looks of it, because because in a short while we'll be coming up at the Axel Zone, and then she should be getting angling really quickly, and then that'll combo into go first.
So actually, in a lot of these Harurora strat lobbies, we don't really see the pace chaser succeeding too much, right? Isn't that kind of weird?
It's because these pace chasers aren't super specifically built for it, from what we've been seeing.
Yeah, it's like it's my conversation from earlier. Since you're so forced into buying gold recovery skills, it's hard to actually take advantage of it. You need to buy velocity skills to actually break out of it. Otherwise, the advantage is.
And we actually see the Gold Ship just surge first.
Oh, you mentioned that the Saiyan Sky might have it, but it looks like the end closers are getting it done yet again. Skills proccing, but the Gold Chip. Oh, wait. That's the Mihono Bourbon competing, but I think the Gold Chip has it locked in. Narita Titan as well overtakes at the very end, and Queen 6 will move on.
She looks so sad. Aww.
Rush
It looks
wraps.
like that actually looks like a clean sweep, and
Oh.
the actual favorite for Queen 6 was taken down by Ayamaru.
Oh, wait, that's really strange. Wait, something went wrong. Oh, okay, never mind. It was just a misinput from me.
Oh, did we have like a desync or something? I was about
No,
to say.
I just misinput something. Well, Ring, post-race interview.
GG's everyone.
How are you feeling? Do you think you could bring it back in the loser side?
Honestly, I already made it way further than I initially expected. So anything here is just extra cherries on the top. I'm feeling pretty good so far.
I actually have one thing to say about the gold chip that won. If you look at the gold chip skills, you'll notice that it has Sky High Teo Step, which is actually going to be a very specific skill to take. Because if you're looking at Sky High Teo Step and you're looking at the last phase for the track, you'll actually notice that it procs really well if you're about to overtake. And then given that there's so many overtake targets in this lobby specifically with all the fronts, you see that the gold chip just activates it, zooms ahead with nothing to take it, because it also gets the proc from duty as well. And then since everything is so particularly crowded at the front, if you notice, I think it might have also activated Uma Stand, which tends to be a hard skill to activate. It very much tends to be a very hard skill to activate.
Yeah, I think this metagame is so degenerate, it might not be that hard, I suspect. And even though there's way more fronts than we're expecting, it's still in such high numbers that, again, there's a cluster of Umas in some spot where both of these skills would trigger.
And given that there are so many overtake targets, Sky High Teo Step was pretty much guaranteed as long as you hit the weight conditions.
All right, we're heading to another winner semis match. It's still top 15, and it's going to be Leo 9 versus Asian Anubis and Burr. And Burr actually was the winner of the very first Carat Clash, which is crazy. That format was pretty goofy though. It was like bring one in a field of 9, something like that.
Sounds fun.
Oh boy. Throwing down with 8 other people is crazy.
Oh, we already saw Leo 9 a little bit, right? So we should probably look at Burr's Zumas.
Yeah, definitely want to say GG's to my opponents. Those Umas were so strong. And I'd be very surprised if one of them does not take the overall winner.
Immediately jump into a Daiwa Rocket here. Triple recovery skills and some gravy.
Oh wait, I misspoke. That's the other match where we're going Kudan GC99 fan Zax.
Oh, okay.
So unfortunately what I said was irrelevant, and instead we're going to see that a little bit later.
Okay, debuffer air groove. Hitting
Ooh.
most of it. Unfortunately, that Haru is not active because of the front.
Because of double
Rudolph?
fronts. That's also a
Is
front
that a front
debuffer.
debuff, Rudolph?
Yes, that's a front debuff Rudolph as well.
No
Ooh.
way.
Well, let me see that.
All right.
I think this was a debuffer that was taken from CM1
Oh,
from the looks of it, because it has Dominator. It has Disorient, which is weird since but then it also has Intense Gaze. Interesting setup, because Disorient is a Pace Chaser skill. Intense Gaze is an End Closer skill. But
so
then they're running this as a front debuffer.
this seems odd. Was it built as just like an all-purpose debuffer? I'm very
Quite possibly.
curious what the logic is here. High wit.
It has decent wit, yeah. But then I think the one to look out for will be Kudan's gold chip and Narita Taishin. Kudan's gold chip, actually, in particular. The Narita Taishin, maybe, however, it has no velocity skills. Meanwhile, the gold chip does have all of the proper greens. It has duty, it has long straights, it has straightaway spurt, and stamina eater as well.
Yeah, the amount of green skills on this gold chip here is gonna make her extremely overstated compared to the normal opponent. But I'm wondering if the lack of Lawn S is what's gonna pull her back here.
Especially when they're clustered up this close together, unless some of them get an advantage somewhere. Position keeps over, which should be at the end of this straightaway.
And it should be ending about now. Because we just hit the 2,000 meter mark until the finish line.
Yeah.
The Narita on the inside is looking potentially kind of blocked here. She's gonna have to go really far on the outer lane to encroaching shadow.
One got curvature.
But then all the gold chips are just moving up as one pack at the moment.
Unfortunately, no one's in front of them, so I believe none of them are getting anchors.
Quite unfortunate. And then we see cooldown, we see one straightaway spurt.
One straightaway spurt,
That
she's
gold chip,
gone.
Yeah.
And that gold chip just surges forward, number 3 from Kudan, like I said.
Yeah, that gold chip is gone.
It was the frontmost gold chip and it hit straightaway spurt, so it wasn't blocked at all. Sometimes when you're just blocked, you're blocked.
And it's a battle of the gold chips, but one is so much further ahead than the others here. And I didn't quite catch whose it was. Did you guys catch who it was?
Kudan, number 3.
Oh, well, it's looking like a Kudan sweep. We featured the Uma on the bottom panel, and that's a monster right there.
That
Yeah,
is a
Umamusume is a wit game. If you don't proc straightaway spurt, you just lose.
Oh,
very
definitely.
very fun CM. Great tournament design. Why are we doing this as the second CM?
This is This is the Umamusume 911 for casuals, unfortunately. Because you just like randomly match into like these monster gold ships that are seemingly almost everywhere. And you can even lose to what we would call like a mid gold ship. Even if you have a strong course, because gold ship just has all the right skills, the right unique, the 20-second unique proc in the middle of the race to get into good positions.
All right, and
GG's Kudon, very, very strong gold ship, and she showed us how absolutely broken straightaway Spurt is on this map.
all right, this time for real, we're going to Burr, Asian Anubis, and Leo9 here. Pretty familiar names at this point, and we should probably look at Burr, maybe. Do any of them have interesting Umas? I've answered my own question. I just looked.
The Daiwa Rocket.
Yeah,
The Daiwa Rocket.
I was gonna have a thought here, but from the previous one, as triple gold skill, long S, no mid game in uniques, unfortunately. Is this a chariot or something else?
This is actually not a chariot because that's his only pace chaser. However, Leo 9 does have a Saiyan and McQueen front, so this may end up being a chariot anyway.
Lucky.
The Lucky Chariot.
The Lucky Chariot.
Okay, that's
Wow.
very good.
I'm rooting for the Daiwa Rocket here. Here's the line of play that should allow her to win. If she's able to proc enough mid-game velocity skills at the right time, she should be able to hopefully overtake both front runners before the final spurt, activating her unique, keeping her in the front, and then she should be able to carry that acceleration into the final spurt.
And as
Now-
we see, the Daiwa Rocket does have curvature, ramp up, and long corners, so she's actually in a decent enough position to be able to do a mid-race overtake.
So the sequence of events that I just spelled out is extremely unlikely, given that the other two front runners are very, very strong. So it's going to be very difficult to overtake them. And because of the 344 wit and the a little bit low on stamina, she's going to be very, very reliant on these recovery skills to actually get her across the finish line in time.
But then as you can see, 3 golds, 2 whites. She has a decent chance of actually surviving properly, even with that low wit.
Let's look at the front runners. Let's take a look at the Seiyun.
So the Saiyan Sky is actually Leo 9's. We covered him before. This Saiyan Sky is a strong standard Saiyan Sky with just a single recovery, deep breaths, and many mid-race skills. Corner Adept, Escape Artist, Front Straight, and Tail Held High. He also has Red Ace inherited from Daiwa as well, along with McQueen unique.
Hard to get much better than that.
Yeah.
Now, I guess a more general question, since we're still pretty early in the race. You mentioned the Daiwa Chariot kind of being accidentally enabled here, but take a look at all 3 players' overall compositions, I guess. What do you think is, like, kind of well done?
So I think Burr specifically has Daiwa there as potentially into fronts to get a Lucky Chariot. Otherwise, he does have that Mayano Top Gun end closer, that gold ship as well as insurance, because gold ship is going to be insurance no matter what you do for this champions meet. And then for Asian Anubis, he does have a particularly decently strong Medro McQueen. She is double circle firm, single circle spring, curvature, long straightaways, double circle long corners, long S, along with a really strong gold chip as well, pretty much max speed, long S, double circle firm, curvature, straightaway spurt, double circle, long straightaways, and double circle end closer corners.
I don't
which
think
is
this
massive.
honest Daiwa Rocket's gonna get there.
Oh, no,
No.
she gets passed up. And then we just see number 5, Asian Anubis's gold chip just going into the front. Exactly what I was talking about.
It's so brutal, the end closer speed ratio, right? It is so brutal here. Such a massive lead heading here. But, wait a second, Medro McQueen staying competitive. It's a trick of perspective. I don't think it's close at all. It is just a very comfortable win for this gold chip as we head to the end of it. And that's what CM2 is all about.
Yep, and then since we're looking at pace specifically for that McQueen, and then we look at this gold chip as well, we see that this is a Turf A long S gold chip with 811 power. So at mid-race, it's base acceleration. Mid-race and late race, you're looking at like 0.38 and 0.37 respectively for accelerations mid and late race. And then those combined with straightaway spurt, you're looking at really, really, really nice numbers compared to what you would be seeing on a pace chaser, unfortunately, because pace chasers do have a little bit lower of acceleration, especially like late race. And then unfortunately Dive Rocket just didn't quite cut it.
Right, but we're keeping it moving here. We're actually heading to the loser side for one.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh, nice. So super quick comment about the team composition. I think Burr's composition with the single pacer and 2 end chasers can do pretty well in an environment where there's no front. And Daiwa somehow manages to get the lucky pacer. I think she can be very, very strong and rocket off in that type of environment.
Yeah, I feel like that composition is better in the actual CM rather than this unusual format where people are actually capable of building fronts. I don't imagine the CM tournament at large is very representative of what we're seeing here.
It is not.
Yeah, everyone's Umas here have incredibly good stats, incredibly good skills. Everything just synergizes. There's strategies across teams. There's just so much here that you have to fight against in order to reach the top. And that's what makes this tournament so interesting.
And it is also just quite unfortunate if you just somehow manage to queue into somebody that get like a bad matchmaking to somebody that's running fronts when you have an Urara specific team. And that's just like quite unfortunate sometimes.
Alright, but there's some interesting stuff to talk about here. There's another Daiwa Rocket attempt, and also a Sakura Bakushin.
Ooh,
Yes,
let's take
so
a look at the
this
Sakura
is-
Bakshino. I'm very familiar with her.
Is this a genuine ace?
It's
This
a
is
genuine
genuine-
Sakura Bakshino ace.
Yes, this is a genuine ace.
Incredible.
With a
And
front
she's
deep,
extremely strong.
yep,
Ooh, ooh.
and a front debuffer to turn off Haru Urara. But then I think that the Sakura Bakshino would have preferred that Urara strat, actually. Because her unique is really good when she has somebody next to her. And that's how she gets activation conditions. I've actually looked into this for CM2 specifically. I noted this as a potential, like, really good unique to inherit for CM2 specifically because of how many Umas that you would have that are just, like, pretty much side to side. Given that it's such a long CM, it has really broad activation conditions. And we will start. There's a concentration, no late starts.
No ground. Didn't matter though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's look at King Halo next.
And then we see this King Halo is really strong, actually. Triple unique inherit, ramp up, tailed held high, slipstream playtimes over the entire mid-race combo. And since it's a
No
late
one's taking
starter,
the mid game from this King Halo.
this King Halo, we should be seeing surge almost entirely to pace chasers in the latter half of the mid-race.
Yeah. One
Okay,
up on the
King
second.
Halo just got slipstream.
We're gonna see the rest of it.
Oh, but then, oh, there it is. The King
There's
Halo
the
just
king.
surges
She's moving
forward
up.
past Maya. Oh, the Maya's actually activating more skills right now.
Yeah,
Since
she has
this
long.
is- Yep, this is an end closer Maya, by the way.
She is far up. End
Yes,
closer.
this is a really far up Maya on Top Gun from Cat Bomb.
Okay.
Here comes the anchors away. 19 seconds of velocity. You can see her
Yep.
gaining on the Maya there. She's probably gonna pass the Maya. Oh, and there's Bakshin. Bakshin procs her ult
There's
and
the
actually moves ahead.
Unique. Surge is the first for the acceleration phase.
Which means she should maybe proc the Daiwa ult here too.
She has a
Waste
good potential to proc the Daiwa unique. But then we get the straightaway spurts, there's the encroaching shadows. Will they be enough, since there's a gold ship just straight up ahead? I think
This
the
is
gold
looking
ship is
tough.
gonna be enough.
Yeah, it's
And
too
that is
much.
an overtake.
Oh, it was looking so good for so
It's a
long.
gold ship sweep from Cat Bomb.
It's such a massive lead here, and it is looking too difficult. You know what? I think from a purely commentary perspective, I hate Gold Chip.
It's like, what are you supposed to say here? It's not not even.
It's
just
already
Gold Chip.
decided. It's already decided when that happens.
Pretty much. And then because Cat Bomb sets his Urara as his favorite and focused Uma, she's going to run past now.
Yeah. She made it.
She made it!
She's a winner in all of our hearts.
Yep.
One day we'll stop getting drop kicked. One day.
One day we'll stop getting gold chips. One day.
All right.
Unfortunately, everybody has gold chip. She is semi-easy to build.
Well, now we see so many familiar names. If we go to loser semis, that's the top 15 right there. That's top 15, and we've seen all 15, I think. Of course, winners finals are waiting on winner's side, but I think we should give ourselves a little bit of a treat. We should watch the run of Ring continue somehow.
No way. I'm still in? How?
versus Leo9.
It's
Also
so
a very
over for me.
familiar name. Will you get the chariot off?
We also saw Sophion though earlier on, and interestingly, there's the Nogo recap.
One of the very first old recaps that we're seeing on this stream in particular.
So I guess just taking a look at the Zogo recap and in general, I guess how do you think this character will do here?
It has a duty of dignity calls and triple gold skills. It is very stamped. In terms of speed,
Speed could be better.
yeah, it might get outclassed there. Is this part of a chariot?
This
Or-
is not part of a chariot.
It could be.
But then
wait.
since there are two fronts from Leo9 for Seon and McQueen, it could be chariot.
I'm so back. The lucky chariot works again.
This is...
But then Sophion also has the insurance in the Taishin and the gold ship. And then Leo9 also has the insurance in the gold ship as well. Because everybody has gold ship.
Except for me, and that's why I'm gonna lose.
Believe
What
in
do you-
yourself.
Just get lucky. Come on.
I believe in my race.
You got 2 chariots in a row.
I've seen my McQueen beat these gold ships before, so it could happen again.
She said the line, everyone. She's played these games before.
In the perfect ideal world, 1% of the time, I could take this.
1% of the time.
Okay, lobby's ready, I believe.
Yep. Once we load in, we'll see how it goes. We're in the final 4 races on stream. It's gonna be this, and then the other loser semis are gonna happen off stream. Then losers finals and winners finals and grand finals are all gonna be on stream. So we're basically at the end.
Nice.
Gonna take a moment to check out the teams. Subi?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the game to ready because I don't think Umamusume was built for me going and spectating like 20 custom lobbies in a row. So sometimes it like slows down.
Maybe one day we can just petition Cygames and have them add in a feature where we can do custom tournaments. Highly unlikely.
I mean, they have the technology. Have you seen what they cooked up for Shadowverse?
Oh yeah, I know what they cooked up for Shadowverse.
Now, as is though, this game has a better lobby system than games that are actually trying to be competitive games. So
Oh, definitely true. Since you can do custom lobbies and do everything, I would say that Umamusume is really good for anything custom that you're doing as well.
Yeah, it only breaks down on a mass scale like what we're trying to do here.
Yep.
all right, we've seen these Umas before. I think we just head into it.
Hit it.
Okay.
Alright, let's see if groundwork procs once again.
It will not.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but
Maybe.
there's no Rara for once.
This is a normal lobby. No way.
Quite a normal lobby. But your McQueen getting groundwork may be the difference. However, we see Leo9 and Sophion with their really strong Umas in particular.
It's going to take a lot of stars aligning to win against these end closers.
Just how it is versus end closers.
No
No.
groundwork.
Nope.
Unfortunate. And we're currently seeing on who takes first between the battle of the fronts. And it looks like it is Leo9, Seiyun Sky. But then we see potential overtake mode like activating right now because the McQueen did Leo9's McQueen did surge up a little bit. And we see the same and we see your Seiyun actually just surge up a little bit. Just occurring.
He's fighting for it.
Yep.
Queen's fighting for it. She's getting there.
McQueen's so far up. Why is my pace McQueen so far ahead of the other pace chasers?
She wants it.
This is a very,
you're
very
right.
fast pace.
I think your McQueen probably activated long corners and quarter adept really early on, didn't she? And that's why she's so
It's
far
entirely
up.
possible.
Also, I believe there was a downhill earlier. She might have been in downhill excel mode as well. That's another possibility. I don't recall seeing those abilities pop up. The
Ooh,
anchor.
everyone cleans here.
Anchor.
Everyone anchor. Gold Ship is catching up. Number 5 is very, very close.
Oh wow, yeah.
Gold
You
ship number
mentioned
4
it, but
Oh, number 4, yeah.
is there.
Gold Ship is in
That
such a
pace
good
chaser.
position right now. Wow.
We have the
Wait.
pace chasers. If
We're
the
gonna get
if-
Rod.
if
Wait,
Sylveon
Seiyun has Rod.
gets it,
Seiyun has Rod.
oh, but there's straightaway
I
spur.
don't think Rod is quite enough for this.
Uh oh.
It hit the straightaway spurt.
Look at the mini map. Look at the top.
It's over.
It's over.
It is.
We know
potentially
McQueen.
another gold chip
McQueen
sweep.
can take it. It is still possible.
Oh no, the McQueen's falling behind.
It's still possible, you say,
Is it?
but it's looking quite
It
difficult
is
here.
Quite possible, but then
People.
oh,
Ooh.
Final bit of the race.
Wait,
McQueen
even
keeping
McQueen's-
a little bit
Oh.
of speed here. There's Ogre Cap Aura farming while 3 million links behind. We'll have to take a look if McQueen can catch up. Gold Chip, though, I predict is so far ahead, and that's going to be the end of it.
That
it's
was
just shit things.
GG's.
But this
Incredible.
is Sylveon's gold chip, which is actually considerably less statted than Leo 9's.
My McQueen was so close. Down.
You had a
One-
chance.
It almost happened, but then Destroyer of Dreams.
By 1 length. And then we can
Groundwork,
see.
unfortunately, was not enough.
I do think that the Sky High Teo step just came in at the right time. And then there's also carryover speed from Divine Might as well. And that just rocketed Gold Ship to first.
Yeah, but I think the Gold Ship here had an extremely strong mid game as well. After Anchor's procced, I think she just overpassed a lot of actual pace chasers.
Yo.
It's just how it is with gold
Oh.
ships because unfortunately CM2 is a very heavy gold ship lobby.
Look who it is.
Look who it is. Look who it is.
The Greek
Oh
guy.
man, it's a super
It's the
freak.
Greek guy. Oh my gosh, it's me. I still have to do my runs actually, my CM stuff. I just got off work so late.
It's a
All right.
li-
Do we have one more losers?
No, we're heading into winners final. So these three players are already in top 7. But if they win here, they advance right to grand finals.
Whoa. Okay, I'm hyped.
already in the high stakes.
We've seen these players before, though. I think Kudan, Asian Anubis, and Ayumeru, they have converged upon this winners final after an entire bracket full of off-meta players. There's 3 gold chips.
It's always gold chips. But then if we look at this, it looks like we only have the one front, and it's an Urara. Oh no, wait, actually, Kudan has the front air groove to disable it. And then there's 2 Taishin, so that Sleeping Lion turned off.
Wow. But wait, if I remember correctly, Ayameru's does not have Sleeping Lion.
Exactly.
It's an actual Taishin, Urara Taishin.
Yeah. See if it gets the double trigger.
Right, winners finals top 7, heading right into the race once again. And who are you looking out as the main threat in this one?
Besides the gold chips, I shouldn't. I don't know what to say. We want the McQueen to get there, but realistically, it's hard to. It's
I'm rooting
hard,
for the McQueen.
yeah. 'Cause that's the only Oshi pick we can have here.
I am going to say a very meta pick. I do think it's going to be Asian Anubis's gold chip that wins. Because it has a very particularly strong mid game.
So
And that'll be
a
the
quick
number.
note about Common Collected on that McQueen. After a bunch of runs, I discovered that Common Collected is really inconsistent because of how short the beginning phase of the game is compared to Swing, which tends to go off a lot of the time. Well, I say that, but Common
But they
Collected
did
just
it.
proc. So I guess it's GG.
Not gonna lie, dude. I put Comment Collected on my Biwa, and it kind of works more often than not. Although I will admit it's still not a very consistent skill. So I just take it because there's really nothing else.
The best part about running Urara on your team is that you get 10 seconds of Urara cam every race.
McQueen's very close to the better though.
It's like the cameraman's confused on how to best depict this race. Just keeps panning back.
It's because there's 5 end closers here. Effectively 6 end closers if you count Urara.
This is a borderline drunk camera.
I don't think I've seen it move this much.
McQueen's actually gonna overtake here, and she's gonna run first into the spurt.
Okay,
That's
nice.
actually very important for the McQueen as well. But then she has no acceleration skills, no red ace, no angling, no nothing.
Yeah,
The only thing she has is duty.
if any of them proc spurt. Well, even if they don't, they're so far up, it might not even matter.
I definitely think that they're just
I
going to
think if
proc
they
spurt.
miss
There we
spurt,
go.
McQueen
Trading wing
still
spurt,
loses.
double encroaching
Okay,
shadows.
Double encroaching shadow and a Spirit Spirit.
Here comes the cavalry.
And then we just see all the end closers just shoot up. Right in front is Asian Anubis's gold ship.
Okay, proc.
It's
Or farm.
it's feeling like it's just ore farming at this
Ore
point. Just a
farming.
little too late. The end closer's in a massive pack at the front, but like you mentioned, it is that gold chip so far ahead. That's like over a length from the Narita Taishin, and looking to maintain that lead. Measure McQueen up close behind, long straightaways. Wait a second, Measure McQueen. I'm hyping this up, but I know it's not going to happen. That gold chip is just going to hold the lead till the end, and Measure McQueen, a trick of perspective, it's not going to be enough. As once again, the gold chip shows us that CM2 is what it is.
It is what it is.
It was so close, man. Like, I saw that long straightaways. I was like, man, no way.
If that was a double circle long straightaways, then it had a chance.
Well,
However, that was a single circle.
3 lengths.
GG's.
Yeah.
Very valiant fight by the McQueen, but gold chip acceleration is just way too strong.
Yeah. Who are we kidding? Once we saw the spurt, it's just wraps.
It is. Remember, if you're an end closer, no straightaway spurt is wraps.
Ha. Suspenseful music would go so hard with the erratic panning. Chat, how y'all feeling about the CM so far?
I hate it.
Gold chips on top of my Oshis.
Dang. Excited for CM3? Yeah, that's right. Gold Sheet Cup.
And to think we called CM1 Golshi Cup.
Honestly, yeah.
No, I mean, Gold Chip was good. Don't get me wrong, but you could win against it if you built properly. This
Yeah.
one is
This one is actually ass.
you
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah. My end Brian has been snagging some wins, but literally only because of straightaway spurt. My Krieg stands no chance.
Very surprisingly, though, I do know that people have used my Taishin and Rice as the benchmarks for Victoria Frontier because they were just made so long ago, like when
Yeah.
it was still CM1, and they're still highly competitively viable for CM2 as well. My Rice Shower actually has a 15% win rate currently, but my Taishin is
okay.
55%.
Yeah. No, your Taishin really was the benchmark. It still is, honestly.
Just want to point out that my McQueen currently has a 50% win rate. It's real.
Is it pace?
Yeah, pace.
Oh, nice. Oh wait, the one with the one that you made the other day with Tazna.
Yeah, the Tazuna McQueen.
Yeah, that McQueen was insane.
Right, we're heading into losers finals. And it's the Ayameru, GC, and Cat Bomb lobby.
Okay.
Everyone we have seen
Aurora
before.
player. I'm always gonna be rooting for the Aurora player.
There's 2 Urana players in this one.
Oh wait, that makes it kind of tough.
Just when you thought the choice was obvious.
But then one of them has a better Urara than the other, if I remember right.
Yeah, the double debuff one. Who has that? Was it Cat Bomb?
No. Surprisingly, I don't actually see that Urara here. For some reason.
Or am I misremembering? Oh, GC's was double debuff.
So yeah, there's Cat Bomb, there's Ayameru.
Even though there are 2 Auroras in this lobby, I think Aurora is still enabled unless that Rudolph is front as well.
That Rudolph is a front.
Okay, yeah, it's gone.
I love this intro.
I love all the intros. They're
Yeah.
so over the top. It's crazy.
I agree.
Yep. the double debuffer solo ace.
And then the MS word font.
I still
Whatever.
can't get over the bowling alley comparisons. I can't take them seriously after I read that.
Wait, that's actually so true.
Oh, GC mentioned that the whole reason for the Rudolph was to disable Rara. That makes sense.
Yep.
It's a very like
And that-
rock paper scissors match.
He also did mention
Okay,
before
Rudolph.
that Rudolph was a direct carryover from CM1, so that is actually his CM1 debuffer Rudolph.
Front dom.
Yep, a front dom Rudolph, I believe. Well, it could also double as
Okay.
an end dom as well because it has intense gaze.
Yeah,
What
I don't think
is-
Dom worked on this map though.
Dom does not work
This
on
lobby
this
is
map.
so funny. It's one front runner with all other ends. And the gap is just crazy.
What
that-
is
that-
it?
Yeah.
Have we gotten a lucky
That-
end lobby?
No, we actually have not gotten a lucky end yet. But that's because everybody has at least one other.
Gotcha.
We have gotten. We actually also haven't gotten. We also really haven't gotten a lucky pace either, have we?
Nope.
I think one of the conversations was like, this is an extremely unrealistic tournament to what happens in CM, as in, people are super invested in this tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much true.
People are playing fronts, paces, chariots, accidental chariots. It is very much not the CM2 environment. This is its own thing.
It's
We
because
have our
everybody
own
here.
other tier meta.
Did you see that camera movement? It did like a spin.
That was insane.
It's because everybody in this tournament does pay attention to the hyper competitive higher end scene where if you have something that can compete there, you're almost guaranteed to win in regular CM.
Ooh, it's a very, very late proc on the anchor from Ayameru, which I think is probably going to give them a lot of lengths here on the other Gochis.
Oh, and then we
Oh,
see the
JK,
Oh my
look at her
god.
skill.
from
Coaching
his
Shadow.
eye sheen. And then we just see it just rocket so far ahead. We see the gap like widening extremely just from the Taishin itself.
It's looking so over.
Can't even
It does
pan.
look extremely over.
Okay, we do get Mayana ult.
But the minimap doesn't even tell the story because Harura is sabotaging the graphics team. It is such a massive gap in between the narrated Taishin and everyone else. What?
Those are very late straightaway spurts right there.
Oh,
Taishin first, the rest nowhere.
not on the same screen. It's over. It's Ayameru
looking-
advancing to the grand finals.
Is that a
Nice.
distance on our hands? Let's see.
That is probably not distance.
Oh my gosh.
and
maybe-
then the Harurara fan cam.
She's gonna make it.
Third time. There
Nope,
we go.
there's one more. There's one more.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot there were two
There-
Raras.
Oh, I guess the other one didn't make it.
Or they both made it. It took a while.
Oh, they did.
9 links. Close.
That's
Most
really close.
distance. Yep.
Right, and now we're gonna head to the other losers final. The final chance to get into that grand finals here. It's Kudan versus Laswick and Sophion.
Okay.
I'm loving the losers bracket.
I'm loving Koyu because I was like, hey Koyu, can you help me like fix the sheet a little bit? And then Koyu was like, what if I made a losers bracket? And I was like, well, the reason I didn't do that is because I thought it was too hard. And then Koyu just did it.
Yeah, Koyu, yeah. He's been cooking that up for a little bit.
Yep.
This man knows everything about Umamusume. Anytime I don't know anything, I just ping him.
True. W Koyu. How far did he get? Is he in the tournament?
He's not here.
Damn.
He's I believe his team is actual chariot. He's actually running 2 fronts and a single pacer.
Far.
But then because it's Koyu, we actually know that he is going for it.
Yeah, but you know CM2 is kind of doomed when Koyu just texts in a chat. He says, "There's no chance for my team."
Yeah, it just feels like that.
Alright, but looking at this last week, Queen 6. This Saiyan Sky is a statistical monster.
It is a statistical
Oh
monster.
my gosh.
That Seiyun is so strong. This is the craziest high roll I've ever seen.
It is one of the biggest high rolls that we currently have in Uma.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at what was behind it too.
Oh, I know that McQueen. I think I borrowed that McQueen.
Quite possibly.
Take a look at the overall teams though. How do you think this is gonna play out?
Well, as much as the Seiyun Sky is outscoring and outstatting everyone, I still think she's probably middle of the pack in terms of winning chances here. The end closers in this lobby are just way too strong.
If you look at that gold ship, if you look at Kudan's gold ship, you can just see it actually has really nice absurd stats.
I believe
And
everyone.
then that gold ship also gets the RNG outer post proficiency.
Oh,
No way! Wait, did she actually get it?
Yup, number 7.
Oh, she's number 7! No way! She gets an extra 60 speed here.
An extra 40, yeah.
Oh, it's single circle. Gotcha.
Single circle.
still good.
Wow,
But it
no.
has
This
double
gold ship is a statistical monster, actually.
Yes, this gold ship is also really scary.
No long S though.
No long S.
Does the competitive spirit actually proc here? I don't think it does,
No.
right?
No, it doesn't. You need at least 5 others.
It probably procs almost all the time in actual CM though.
No, it actually doesn't. You'd be
Yeah.
surprised.
Wait, there are 5 end closers in this lobby.
There needs to be 6.
Oh, 6.
It's 5 others.
Yep, it's 5 others. There's a Gohan specialist. We can just see that we can just see the Sophion's stuff. But then Laswix, Saiyan Sky, and Mihono Urban have widened up such an extremely long lead. And we can see
Sophion could catch up here. The Ogre can
Yes.
proc enough mid game and actually catch up.
So the Ogre actually did overtake the front air groove debuffer. You can see that Kudan's air groove debuffer is just slowing down all the way to the middle of pack in this mid race. And that
He's
and
catching.
that Ogre, yep. There we go, but then the Mihono Bourbon is actually catching up, and then there is Anchors Away, as usual.
We've done this song dance a million times.
The triple Anchor, the triple swinging Maestro.
Look at the gold ship just overtaking. Wow.
Oh, that gold chip is looking very scary at this point in the race.
Yep, that is Sophion's gold ship right there.
Beating the.
But then right here is the important part. Right away spurt,
They all proc
encroaching
spurt.
shadow.
They all proc spurt.
Oh
Yep.
no. The wall of
And then we
gold
can just
chips.
see how everything goes. But the Mihono Bourbon gets the angling, gets the rod. Will she
And
get
she
her
should
unique,
go first
actually?
here.
Will she?
Duty.
She should. If she didn't
There's duty.
rush.
Then she got rushed, yeah.
There's a non-zero chance she
Oh.
did though, right?
Oh, but it's too late. The Taishin overtook her. And the Taishin's actually blocking the gold chip.
Oh, Narita
Oh.
Taishin just completely blocking that gold chip. The gold chip tried to get around, but not moving horizontally in the slightest. It's going to be Narita Taishin. What?
And unfortunately, when you're blocked, you're blocked. And this was a block.
Incredible.
That's an incredible performance by the Taishin, actually.
Taishin
Oh.
just clutching the win by just being in front.
Also, can we talk about how the two players that dropped to losers from winners final are now right back at it in grand finals? Is consistency real in Umamusume?
Consistency is real.
Very.
And then
very.
now is the winners final rematch.
We'll see what happens. Alright, just need to get the lobby set up, but who are you betting on here? Out of these three players, Ayameru, Asian Anubis, and Kudan, they've both been very winning players throughout the entire event, but who do you think is going to take it all?
I'm
Once again,
personally gonna bet on Ayameru, so I can say I lost to the winner.
I'm actually gonna go with Asian Anubis. His gold chip in particular is so obscenely strong because it has double circle long straights and double circle end closer corners, double circle red-handed and firm. It has every single skill necessary and long S.
And also, we've just crossed the 2-hour mark. Wow, Uma tournaments are time efficient.
Mhm.
Full double elimination, 80-something players.
Yeah. And the reason loose lists is focusing on end closer corner such so much. These skills are probably the most efficient velocity ups for both duration, raw numbers, and SP. Like these skills are peerless.
And that's why they only work for a certain track for a certain style. Sorry, I
Stack-
meant distance.
Yeah, if you can stack more than two of these, it would be stupid. Max of 2.
It's okay. You actually have other skills to replace them if needed.
Is this a 2 Taishin 3 gold chip lobby?
Yes. This is a very end loaded lobby.
And the rest are debuffers? Oh, we have
Yeah.
one McQueen, okay.
There's one McQueen and then 3 debuffers.
Chat, pray for McQueen.
I'm praying.
I don't think it's going to be enough.
Yeah, Heart's telling
That'd be
us
kinda tough.
but
With the power
Oh.
of friendship.
With power of
Okay.
friendship,
She has no friends in this lobby.
she doesn't
Bro.
have any friends in this lobby.
Where's Rush Hour when you need her?
Friends.
It's grand
Quite
finals.
importantly,
Real quick, Monokuro Muteki, who's winning?
I honestly, I low-key got Ayameru low-key.
I'm on.
I'm rooting for Anubis though.
Yeah, I'm on Anubis.
That gold
I guess
chip.
I'm the only one that's rooting for Ayameru.
or sorry, Kudan.
The air
Maybe
is
you can get the
interesting, though.
upset.
Yeah,
Okay,
the air
okay.
group debuff are turning off the Aurora here. That might be the game changer.
Yeah, I think it's that favors the gold chips over the Taishins here.
For sure. Why is that gold ship so far up?
Okay, decent start, but what is that gold ship doing? Okay, she's
There
falling
it
back a
is.
little bit now.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Or did everybody
Falling back
else
on
just
straight.
get a late start? Because you see the Urara is still up front.
Yeah, that seemed odd. Maybe it was just a rush for a
I
few
think-
seconds and go late.
Yeah, I think everybody else just got late starts.
Well, I guess that puts that particular gold chip, Ayameru's, in a pretty decent position, right?
It's in
Yeah,
a
but she
really
fell back
good
so
spot.
far that she can probably be overtaken quite easily now. Because of pace down.
Yeah,
But there is no
final-
pace now because there's a front air groove. This is a standard lobby.
This is the standard lobby? Oh, right.
Yes,
the
that's a
air
front
groove's
air groove. Yeah, and then we actually see Kudan's Taishin like go up, but then as I said before, there's Anubis's gold ship all the way in front, ahead of the entire pack. And Ayameru's gold ship is also just right next to it, competing for that nice third spot.
Oh, but they're too far ahead. They're not going to activate Anchor.
They're not going to activate Anchor. However, as I said before, that gold chip, Anubis's gold chip doesn't really need Anchor because it has double circle and corners and long straights.
There's also the other thing. If gold chip is
Ooh.
so far
Blocked.
forward that they can't
But
cross.
then
Oh,
there's the
Ayamaru's gold ship just got blocked.
Oh,
Yup. And then the Taishins are going are
Oh.
popping off.
oh,
the
Okay.
Taishins are so far ahead of the gold chips. They're approaching. There's Metro
I
McQueen
don't
trying
think-
to hang
I
on.
don't think Anubis's gold chip got straightaway spurt.
Oh, and it's the encroaching shadow from the Taishins that put them so far ahead. Right now, though, Metro McQueen barely maintaining a lead, but that is slipping away. There, the Taishin overtaking
And
here.
then-
Oh, but there's the straightaway spurt. Not going to be
Wait,
enough.
that's
Metro
late.
McQueen.
McQueen might win.
Metro
Metro
McQueen
McQueen?
still far ahead. Metro McQueen with a little bit.
I think this might be the camera angle.
Oh, Metro McQueen.
camera.
Oh,
Oh, no.
oh, right at the
Yeah.
end of it.
no way.
Barely by a neck.
No.
Oh, that
is
is
so
actually
unfortunate
Kudan pulling
for
off the
McQueen.
upset.
Oh my gosh, my nose.
By a nose, actually. Holy.
Wow. Kudan. Huge congrats. Wow.
I feel so lost.
Kudan with the major upset. And I can imagine Anubis being very, very sad about that because he lost only by a nose.
That's crazy. And we can see how slow the overall pace is throughout this whole match because of the lack of frontrunners.
The lack of a good frontrunner because you can see that Taishin is 314.2.
Yeah. Almost a whole second lower than all the other races that we had so far.
Yep. Because if I remember right, my benchmark Taishin averages probably around a 313.3-ish, if I remember right.
All right.
Use Kudan.
We are indeed getting Kudan in for an interview, so to think of your questions right now.
Perfect.
All right, Kudan. Hello, and first of all, everyone in this call was doubting you, and second of
I
all, how does it feel winning by a nose?
I'm ecstatic about it, especially since it was the Taishin who won. Like, I did not expect my Taishin to really, like, put in the effort during the end.
Huge
Amazing, bro.
congrats, Kudon.
Yeah.
Thanks. I was like, I'll be honest, I was fully expecting the other two guys to just, like, blow past me in that final spurt.
Yeah.
Can you talk about
especially since-
your process with like the CM and like making your Taishin and stuff? Like how hard was it for you?
I'll be honest, that Taishin was basically the look after, like, so many attempts, but she was the best one I could, like, come up with based on the... Let me see if I can pull it up. The green stats. Yeah, like, it's just mainly the green stats and, like, the base stats kind of made me, like, tear towards this Taishin over the other ones I've been trying to make for career.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah. We're gonna say something, Looseless?
So I actually noticed that this Taishin does have lower cap stamina from Kyoto Race Course. It's at 1237, but then it's also no velocity skills whatsoever. The only yellow skill it has is Encroaching Shadow. Realistically, it does not have long S. It does not have any kind of velocity. It should have loss under like 99% of all other conditions. However, it just somehow managed to pull forward. Was it the guts? Because this is a 600 guts Taishin compared to like everybody else with lower guts in particular.
I mean,
So
I'll be
maybe
honest,
you just
that's
started
probably...
your spurt better.
Yeah, it's like, I'll be honest, that's probably why Taishin, like, pulled through at the end. Because she really was there as, like, a second ace, just in case my gold ship got blocked somehow during that final spurt, which I guess did happen. So...
Yeah, I suppose this, because of the high guts, this Taishin isn't that reliant on sleeping.
Ooh, I have a question
Yeah.
for you, Kudon. How is your current win rate in CM? Actual CM?
Actually pretty well. I think I finished today's CM with X3, and then the day before was X1.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, because I'll be honest, like, the gold chip that you guys all saw is like really putting in the consistent work for most of my matches, and when it did falter, the Taishin did pick up on like maybe 2 of the first place wins. But then again, like, it's still round 1, so I'm expecting a little bit more like average stats coming up into round 2 tomorrow.
All right.
I have one more question for you as well, Kudon. Looking at the Umas that you were going up against, how confident were you in your own Umas on their chances of winning?
To be honest, when I saw like IMOs and Asian Anubis, is like, oh wow, I really need to hope that my host has like picked up the slack, because especially like I'm seeing like long S's, tough S's with 12-12 stats in some of the competitors, and like even skills that dwarf mine. Is like, I'm just praying that like mainly my gold ship, to be honest, like with the base stat skills and the on the off chance that it would pick up the slack depending on the positioning during the races.
All right.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, with that, I guess anything else you want to say before we end?
Not. Yeah, I just gotta say, it's like what, like that ending was really wow for I think everyone who was watching and you guys, because like my Taishin at the end really did pull through at that last moment, and I want to like just thank you guys for like hosting this CM again, because I really enjoy doing something that's like outside of like normal grinding and grinding for team trials and CMs and stuff like that. So really enjoyed it, guys.
W all the TOs.
Yeah, I was very much glad that we got at least one interesting finish.
Speaking,
Yeah.
well, let's be
By
clear.
and those.
Kudan is the generator of interesting finishes. In the loser side, the blocking, right? That was crazy.
Yeah. It was like, oh my gosh, that gold chip was right on my butt during that last split, and it's like, why isn't she going around and just destroying my
It's
Taishin at
just
the
that
end?
when you're blocked, you're
Yeah,
blocked.
yeah, when you block, especially during that last split, I guess.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
Those are some wonderful races to watch.
hmm Especially once we get into a better format.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
see.
I'm hoping for a fresher format coming up.
we'll
It
see.
already.
It might be a little bit too fresh, given real life events, but the next Carat Clash is likely to be the Haru Ari McKinnon tournament, so be prepared for that. And thanks everyone for coming on to cast and do the analyst desk. It was very cool.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Better late than never.
Thank you, Sayo. Thank you, everyone else.
Thank you,
Uh,
everybody.
Thanks to all the participants.
Yeah, see you, everyone.
GG's
Bye-bye.
every
Alright.